Alright, how's it going everyone? Hope you're all doing well. Let's just jump right into it, as I don't have as much time to hang out. As I mentioned to RW, I have to work today. But yeah, hope you're all doing well. RW, hope you're well as well. Hoping you don't have work or school or whatever. Just have a nice chill day. But yeah, today, what are we going to do? I don't really have everything all set up, so we're just gonna have to do everything as we go. But I plan on checking up the Peluna run, the Peluna combo breaker run. If you guys didn't know, Peluna got top 8 in combo breaker, one of the, I believe, the Arc Revo qualifier tournaments, one of the biggest tournaments in all of North America. So did very well. I believe Peluna landed on 5th spot, only to be taken out by the players who got 1st and 2nd. So first place was Nitro, 2nd place was Jack, and Peluna got knocked into the loser side of top 8 by Nitro from a close 3-2. It could have gone either way, and then of course unfortunately got knocked out of the tournament from Jack against Happy Chaos, both of which are not really, in my opinion, that favorable matchups for Dizzy. And hey, you know what, did very well. She got the top 8 and literally lost to Evo champion and Arc Evo champion, so that says a lot about Peluna. I'm very, very happy that Peluna did so well. But yeah, Korean Deer, how's it going? What's up, man? Hope you're doing well. So RW says, thankfully not. I was asked to work today though. Yeah, call it off. Have a chill day. But I work mostly weekends, so yeah. Who's Nitro? Nitro is the, I'd say, the best Leo, best Geo North America, or at least one of them. Nitro got 1st place at Evo, I want to say last year or the year before, one of them. But yeah, very strong player. I can't remember if Nitro played anything else. For some reason, I'm thinking Nitro played Vasaraga in Gramblue vs Rising. I could be wrong. But yeah, anyway, good morning, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. For those who don't know who I am, my name's Nagai, Guilty Gear Old Man, Guilty Gear OG Son. Been playing Dizzy for about 20 years now. I like baseball. Baseball, daisuki. Yaku daisuki. Yakiniku daisuki mo. What do we have for our drink today? It is just regular green tea in my Robo Cup. I read on the label of my green tea, Lipton green tea by the way, it says for a healthy heart. So I'm getting up there in age, and instead of drinking coffee, I should probably be drinking green tea. It has all those antioxidants and what have you. So yeah, gotta protect your ankh here. So RW says, does he attend online tournaments at all? I'm not too sure. Like the Johnny player, he mostly attends offline. Keishu, I believe. I believe Keishu also won a big tournament. Man, Miku, sorry, Mikishimu, how's it going? What's up? Nitro was Jacko when he won Evo. Oh, okay, yeah. I believe I remember that. It's a little hazy, a little foggy. As I get older, I tend to forget things. Like, I don't know about you guys, but when I'm in the shower, you know, I don't remember when I use soap. I'll soap up at the beginning of the shower, and then like I'll shampoo my hair and all that, and then I'm like, did I use soap? After I wash it all off. I'm at that point right now in my life. So your favorite hobby would be watching baseball while eating yakiniku? That'd be a pretty good thing to do. Watching baseball while eating yakiniku sounds amazing, actually. Never put the two together, but you know how they say, you know, if you put two things together, it's not always gonna be good. Like, I like chocolate and I like sushi, for example, right? You put the two together, chocolate sushi shouldn't work, right? So you know, but I think baseball and yakiniku would work. But anyway, hope you're all doing well. What's up? So let's get this all prepared. First of all, I think it'd be a good idea just to see the run. on paper. Like, not like basically we'll take a look at the bracket. So smash GG combo breaker 2026 drive. Excuse me. And we'll take a look at the bracket following specifically the run of Peluna. There we go. So let's see here. Start from the top. So Peluna's bracket looks like this. I don't see any notable names, at least in my limited experience of of knowing people in Guilty Gear Strive. So Peluna was the top seed of this little bracket here, little mini tournament. Got out scot-free, 3-0 everybody. So I want to know who these players are. Like who did they play? I guess it doesn't really matter too much, but it's always nice to kind of like if you play a certain character such as Dizzy, it's nice to know how a top level player deals with like kind of pool monsters. Like what if this guy here was a Leo player or a character that we would struggle with in at a low level. Like for me, for example, I hover around 1600 for Dizzy, but I can easily get blown up by 1300 Johnnies. So if these are like 1300 Johnnies, I wonder how I want to see how Peluna deals with them. Anyway, going on to the next set of brackets here. Lazeri, how's it going, man? What's up? Hope you're doing well. And then Peluna fought against Stitch Face out of winners pools here, second pools, and won against a player named Vortex. That sounds familiar. I'm not too sure who Vortex is, but sounds like a name I sort of recognize. All right, so going on to the next round. So already did two separate brackets. Now one more bracket. This was a quick one. Had to be Kazam, who is a Johnny player. Look at this bracket though. Look at the top here. We got Kaneda from the Akira movie versus Nitro, former Evo winner. I think Keishu. I'm not sure if Keishu won. Somebody won a big tournament with Johnny. It's either Keishu or Kazam, I forget. And we have SQ here as well. Going on to the next bracket. So the top level Johnny, I believe I've watched that one already. So we'll take a look at that again. Lost to Nitro. I saw that live before going to work yesterday. And then had to play against Idom, who was fresh off winning against Umisho, Evo winner. So it'd be interesting to see how Peluna did against Idom, who is a very, very strong Testament player, also represents Street Fighter 6. So I struggle with Testament personally, so which is surprising. It should be, because I played Testament for a very long time, but I feel like I have an inability to feel confident against Testament for some reason. I don't know. Maybe because I play Testament a lot different than any other Testaments out there, and I'm not recognizing the usual, the Testament meta now. I'm not sure. But anyway, so it'd be cool to watch that. So I'm not sure if I saw this. I was at work when this all happened. So Peluna played Clone, and Peluna played Jack. And then the rest is history. And Peluna got 5th place, which is very, very commendable. I'm very proud. I'm very happy to know Peluna. I'm very happy and proud that I'm part, maybe very, very slightly part of like Peluna's progress in terms of just talking about Dizzy and Strive and sharing kind of setups and that sort of thing. Whether or not Peluna used them, I saw Peluna use the Snow White style, and I saw Peluna use some Charge 5D style. The first time I've seen the Charge 5D was from Violet, VV Kitty. So I'm not sure if Peluna maybe was the original source of that at some point, but it was Violet who first shared it with me, so maybe, yeah, well, I'm not, yeah, who knows. That's why I called it the Violet inspired rather than the anyway, I'm trying to be very careful with my words, because the originator of a lot of different setups, who knows where they came from, right? That's why I say like Daiji inspired and Violet inspired, except when it comes to Peluna. I'll just say it's Peluna's. Yo, Bobon, how's it going? What's up? Hope you're doing well. Peluna vs. Cloned was really great. I think I saw that at work, quote unquote saw it at work, saw it after work, I mean, you know, did not see anything at work. I was busy working. Anyway. You also work weekends? I work weekends when I'm called upon to work weekends. So that is the way. It is the way when you work in my profession. But anyway, let's go ahead and check out these matches. So I think the best way to find these matches is through Twitch, right? Twitch or YouTube, which one's best? And then what is it? Combo breaker strive? Is that how you look it up? Oh, look, this is me. Can I sort by past videos? Okay, day 3. It's easy to find on YouTube. Okay, so I'll do that right now real quick here. Oopsies. I like YouTube better because I don't get ads. Because I have YouTube Premium. So Peluna combo breaker. Let's see. Would it be day 2, day 3? Sorry for the clicking. Day 3? Okay. Well, I want to see day 2 as well. Round 3 pools. Because day 2 had Peluna versus Kazam, right? The combo breaker, guilty gear. Top. Okay, oh yeah, top 24 and 8 are day 3. Oh, is that right? I can't remember. It's all a blur. So nothing happened on day 2. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it was in the morning, and then it was in the or later, but later in the morning. Okie dokie. Let's do day 3. Combo breaker. Watcha. All right, here we go. Let's see, skip over. No. This is that Dota game, right? This is that Warcraft. This is that Warcraft 3 modded game that turned into a fighting game. We don't want to watch that. Okay, so here we go. So I think it's after this one. Cheerio versus Jack. You like that one? I intentionally said that, by the way. I know it's League of Legends. Did you know, like, in My Hero Academia, the reason why they're called, the bad guys are called the League of Villains is because of League of Legends? Like, that's facts, by the way. Did I miss it? Oh, cloned is a, oh, this is top 8. Hold up. I want to see day 3. Day 3. Top 24. Uni. TW. It was a different channel for top 24, I believe. Okay, you don't like to... A3, I would love to see. So yeah, let's take a look at top 24. Where can I find that? You know, wait, top 24 Colin Breaker 2024. Day 3. Just type in day 3. Would it be this one? This is Blaze Blue. This is Xrd. Bandai Namco. Team Spooky. Do they not have top 24 here on Okay, so if that's the case, let's go back to Twitch. Alright, go. Let's type in Combo Breaker Strive. There you go. And then we'll go back to top You have some Old Spice commercials here. Alright, here we go. We'll take a look at this on Twitch. But after these ads. Boban don't like team fighters. I got 2x KO. I came from Dragon Ball Fighters. Pause this for a sec. Came from Dragon Ball Fighters, but I'm just not a big fan of League franchise anymore. Yeah, I'm a not. Yo, Nev, what's up? I can't say I'm a huge fan of League. I tried to play it a little bit because my friends played it. Where is it? But I was just so stuck with playing Dota at the time. Like, I didn't want to transfer my skills to like play League, so I didn't. Okay, so what? I had a headache post. Oh, you went to Combo Breaker. This is top 8, isn't it? Let's see here. Isn't this top 8? Top 8 was Team Spooky's channel. I want to see top 24 though. This is top 24? Top 24 would have been like, no, hold up. Day 3. Okay, so I want to see that Johnny match. That was day 2. That was day 2. 100% day 2. Alright. Let's just skim through here till we see a Dizzy. I'm pretty sure. Where can I see the brackets? Yo, Jandalf, thank you so much for following. Really appreciate it, man. You shall not pass. Hold up, I know where to look here. I know exactly. My buddy Garange sent me the link. I got it. I got it. I got it. Cats. Funky P. Kazam. Alright, here we go. So 9 hours and 30 minutes. 9:30. There we go. There we go. Day 2. This is to get into top 32. I think top 24. Final stage was epic. I was sitting right up front behind the camera. Behind the comms. I think I may have seen you then. Alright, let's check this out. Alright. And if there's anything noteworthy, we'll write it down. And we will switch back to labbing to kind of figure things out. Dead center of the cam, I held some pics. It was funny. Nice. You had a good time there, Mr. Nevnev? Alright, so I missed the beginning here. There we go. Once again. Alright, let's watch it through. And then we'll watch it again to kind of analyze. Alright, so one of the first recorded matches with Peluna versus Johnny. Johnny's not a very easy character to deal with. I'm already noticing one thing actually that I want to look into, which is like the anti-air ice spike. So ice spiking anti-air and they block it seems to allow you to get a quote-unquote free field. So we saw it just twice actually, so we'll have to look that up. All right, so I have the chat up here, so maybe I can read a little bit of it. Yeah, this is not a nice matchup against or for Dizzy rather. Okay, Johnny stuff. Yeah, I want to test out if like he can do anything after blocking a nice spike in the air. We saw there's the Snow White style, the Peluna style overhead. People are getting hit by it, so maybe we should use it more often. Another thing that I noticed actually was that Peluna did a full screen ice spike ice field. It seemed to be safe. Johnny was able to get in but not be able to punish, and that might be a thing to remember against this matchup, because you're gonna notice that Johnny or rather Peluna has options open to punish Johnny when ice field is out, where normally you wouldn't be able to punish, such as like blocking a Nsanga, blocking an ice like a misfiner. Pooh, how's it going? Good morning. Kudro, how's it going? What's up? Yeah, Peluna did a crazy JD in top 8, but I mean, I don't blame her for doing that. It was more like, I would say it's more like Geo Nitro did a really crazy 2D that seemed to work. Yeah, nice conversion by the Johnny. Okay, blocking the card. Can you not punish card? Yeah, I guess if Johnny's close enough, you can just dash up, micro dash 5k. What, Misfiner is minus 12, I want to say. I get a free little conversion there. Wings of Light up. And Wings of Light gonna activate, do some damage there. Minus 15, yeah, that's very punishable. You can just dash up and do 5k if you're close enough. A lot of times you're not close enough. Alright, there's another thing. Okay, there's 3 things that I want to kind of note here. Another thing is the pressure after fully charged 6H into KH fish. Now that's something that we were kind of messing around with. Nice bait. Something that we were messing around with. I thought it was like I've been using it quite a bit lately. And I'm happy to see Peluna also doing it. Michael's sword should punish him as fine. It should, yes, if you're in range. So there you go. Set up the field. The field gives you superior neutral, also better defense. Like I mentioned, like blocking a blocking Misfiner while sliding forward gets, puts you at range of punishing him. Massive damage. Great damage with the Mikhail sword. So look at that. Gets you in and out. Be able to whiff punish things at 5 far slash. Really cool. Alright, what do we got? Round start 2S. Vault into throw. Card pressure, the overhead. Is that reactable offline? I don't think it is. Ice spike. Yeah, having them block the ice spike in there. I'm just thinking of it as like the same situation where if you block Potemkin's Superman thing, like if you block on the ground, you punish him, but if you block in the air, he's at advantage. So blocking the ice spike in the air and then setting ice field, I think it's unpunishable, but I need to test that out. And against a matchup like this where you need it for defense, I think that's think it's quite appropriate to set it out. Yeah, this music, you like it? It's UN Squadron, or Area 88 as it's originally known. I know it as UN Squadron here in Canada. All right. Music is very much inspired by Top Gun. All right. 8-bit like? Yeah. 16-bit actually. The Super Nintendo. All right, so not looking the greatest right now. Like if objectively just pause it right now, you're like, all right, so this looks like Kazam is gonna take this set, right? This is Johnny doing Johnny things. Seems like the Dizzy is struggling, but let's continue to watch, see what happens. And again, I'm making mental notes now. I'm trying not to just pause the action so you guys can watch it as we go. And then as soon as we're done here, I'm going to quickly type up stuff to kind of think about. There we go. So there you go. There's that thing again. 6H into KH fish. It did a little bit of work. It didn't do, you know, enough work, but you can kind of see, yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing. 6H into fish is -1. So if you just hold your block and the fish is behind them, it can do a little bit of work. All right, so we got Wings of Light set. That looked weird. Dizzy stood up during like some form of freeze and her wings are like way down there. All right, yeah, there we go. Okay, here we go. Round start 2S. And into freeze instead of McHale sword. Normally I just cancel straight into McHale sword, but you can OS. I don't know if I need to write that down. You can OS like on a counter hit or just like react. Okay, there we go. We got ice field out, so it allows you to be able to punish things like that, or just maybe not just completely punish, but at least be more at an advantageous state, such as like when we saw Johnny do that in Senga. Dizzy's able to do other things. Okay, JD gets knocked out of the sky. Yeah, Peluna is so patient on the ice. That's true. I like the use of McHale sword. You know, with the back against the corner and McHale sword. I try to do that. I'm not as bold to do as much, but I feel like Peluna has the confidence to do it. So there you go, right? Ice field's out, you block the misfinder, you're in range for 5k, do a big punish. So that's something I probably don't do enough. Maybe other Dizzy players can relate. To me, I'm just too scared to do ice field against Johnny. Oh, add Old Spice. All right. By the way, the music comes from this game, UN Squadron. Old 16-bit game. Sort of have to pause the action here. It's just that we have ads. There it is, right there. This is just the beginning. It's actually in the middle of my stream, but oh, yo, we got some K-pop Demon Hunter ads from McDonald's. I got this the other day, actually. The Saja boys. All right, here we go. Back to the action. Getting abruptly disrupted. Okay, so unfortunately that happens a lot to me too. You get a turnaround and then the combo doesn't work because of ice field. But it's okay. Oof, that really slow TK misfiner. Just get out of there. And then this should kill. Nice. The Old Spice jump scare. Was that a charge 6H in the corner of Peluna, a regular one in the previous round? In the corner, I'm not too sure. I think we saw some charged ones though. We definitely saw some charged ones mid-screen. Try to punish that misfiner with the McHale sword. McHale finer. So yeah, full screen. You're not at advantage, but Johnny isn't able to punish you. And when he's up close like that with ice field, you kind of have advanced, or rather enhanced defense compared to a regular situation. So we're gonna have to look at that. I'm gonna have to be more comfortable blocking Johnny. situations I have kind of in mind to practice, or rather lab up? Or can he like misfire cancel into throw you, or will ice field stop that? Just things to think about. Crazy safe attacks from Kazam. Alright, so not looking the greatest, although we have 2 top level players from their respective characters. Big combo. This looks scary. I'd be sweating right now. Nice 5p anti-air. Knockdown combo. Or knockdown the setup rather. And Senga gets blocked in the air. We're just moving forward. We have burst though. There we go. See, there's a thing. Anti-air ice spike. You must be at some form of advantage. That we've seen that so often in this matchup. All right, gets hit with like the with that overhead. Okay, and then we have the Peluna overhead right there, the Snow White style, as Daiji called it, and this should kill. So already putting work the use of 2.0 setups and a little mix of 1.0 and then 2.0 setups. The 5k anti-air. All right, moving in. Couldn't get that punish. That may have been heartbreaking if you're a Johnny player. Okay, here we go. And then we have a little bit of I want to say that like Ojimura style with the P-fish. Okay, wow. What was that? Got hit with the up back. Let's rewind that just a little bit. Actually, let's do this entire sequence here from here. This is the same round. Full screen ice spike. Okay. Safe pressure into throw. It gets failed, but that was a failure too on the Johnny's end. That was you'd call that like a play error in baseball, right? And then Ojimura style. Or rather, I guess that's Daiji. A little bit of Daiji. Nice throw tech whiff. Throw tech punish. Yeah, I just caught him. Maybe trying to up back, trying to do something. Did you have meter? He had meter, so maybe trying to turn out a super. Gets caught. And that's it. Okay, cool set. Let's talk about that a little bit. And write it out. Just so that we don't forget what we want to lab out. Okay, so really quick notes. So Peluna notes. We're gonna type up let's say Johnny. First Johnny. So AA, I kind of wrote it up there as well. Like I thought about this already. This is some of this has been premeditated. AA ice spike to field. Okay, we want to look into that. And of course, you know what? I did write this already. 6H into KH fish pressure. What else was there? I guess ice field defense. Allowing for better punishes versus Senga and Misfiner. What else? Is there anything else? Mikhail Sword? Can you lab if Johnny can punish Mikhail Sword with Misfiner? Because it said punish in the game. If Johnny can punish Mikhail Sword with Misfiner, yeah, sure, I'll take a look. Yo, Kendra, what's up? Actually, you know what? Let's do a little bit of the labbing right now. Just a little bit of it. But I might come back to this because I don't want to disrupt the flow of watching this too much. So I have it up here ready. So let's use Johnny. Let's use Johnny as the training dummy. Yo, Gibby. How's it going? What's up? Hope you're doing well. Gibby, your name reminds me of an anime I'm watching. What is it? Daemons of the Shadow Realm? Sounds like the most generic thing ever, but it looks like Full Metal Alchemist art, and I think one of the characters' name is Gibby, and then she's got like this familiar that gobbles up things. Is that the new Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood? Yeah, it's pretty cool. It is, hell yeah. I like that. Like, it looks hella generic, honestly, but it's pretty cool. Alright, so we're gonna do Mikhail's sword. Oh shit, this is probably like not the right way of doing this. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get my opponent to... I got it. After block, misfiner. Okay. And we're gonna get them to block. Oh, it doesn't look like it. So... But we can punish with our Mikhail sword. So you can't punish Mikhail's sword with misfiner, but we can punish... Sorry, did I say that right? He cannot punish Mikhail's sword with misfiner, but we can punish misfiner with Mikhail's sword. There you go. But you gotta be quick. There you go. Pretty much Johnny should not be able to punish it. Okay, good enough. Alright, so that is something that we kind of need to know that. But more importantly, I think the ice spike stuff is like important too. But how do I want to like test this out? I guess what I should do is switch this around and see if I can just punish Dizzy from doing a full screen ice spike. So what I want to do is actually just ice spike and block. Right. Ice spike and hold block. Full screen. Or nearly full screen anyway. Block. So if she just does this, actually if I just dash right away, I'm probably gonna hit. Oh, I don't get hit by it. Okay. So if I block it and just do misfiner, not gonna be at range. Oh my god, you're so fast with it. And then, but can he do? Can't really. No, he can't. He doesn't move anywhere from the misfiner stance. If he's already in misfiner stance, though. Right? Can he? But yeah, card probably reaches. So full screen is not bad, but he can actually. Yeah, he can't punish her. Oh, he can! No way. So dash up, one dash and then misfiner. That sucks. Yeah, so that is like the counterplay, basically. There were situations where Peluna did do ice spike at full screen, right? Oof. Yo, Miss Chrysalis, how's it going? What's up? Did you go to Combo Breaker? It's a command for this. There we go. Yeah. Now, with that said, what about an anti-air or blocked air ice spike? We saw this a lot. So, what kind of frame data do we have? Dizzy's plus, so she's negative 22. Normally she is negative 30. So I guess the biggest thing is being able to move after blocking the ice spike. Like, if he's able to do that, we're in trouble, right? So what conditions allow him to move in? right? It's got to be like a anti-airing at a lower height, quote unquote anti-air. We're not actually anti-airing. Yeah, so we don't want to be doing ice spike right after. Sorry, doing ice field right after block the ice spike. But he can still reach us with the misfiner. Right? Or can he? I feel like I'd get hit by that a lot. You know? Yeah. Karn, how's it going? What's up? The sliding looks really funny. It does. But it's not like he can move in, right? I think in general, perhaps setting up field after they block this in the air is not a bad idea, right? For the most part. Because, like, what you want to do is, you know, have a... Okay, a blocked ice spike is okay into ice field as long as they're not able to, like, just freely move before the ice field happens. Like, this is not good, right? But this is better. Maybe if you don't commit to ice field, it gives you more time to move. Okay, actually, yeah, that's a good point. So blocked ice spike is normally -12, right? In the air, it's -6. So definitely can't punish. So I guess you're not always going to ice field, right? So like if he did this, blocks this in the air, and does a misfiner, it's like a wasted misfiner, right? You, as a Dizzy player, you're like, maybe I can be greedy with a ice field here, but not too bad. Yo, Daiji, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. How's it going, Daiji? How plus is ice spike? Block ice spike. Okay, yeah. So it is about -5. Daiji, hope you're doing well. You guys don't know Daiji, one of the best Dizzy players in Japan. So please go ahead and follow Daiji and check out their YouTube. I think I might have found something pretty well. Okay, yeah. What is it, Daiji? Daiji-san. Otsukare-sama desu. Otsukare-sama. I think that's what they say. Otsukare-sama. Hope you're well, man. But we are watching a little bit of Combo Breaker. We're checking out Peluna's run in Combo Breaker. So we looked at a match versus Johnny and have concluded a few things on our analysis. And we're still gonna have to look up and try to figure things out. Here's another interesting thing here, right? 6H into KH fish. I think this is really nice. This reminds me of Plus R Dizzy, actually. Let's take a look really quick, and then we'll look at the next matches. I probably won't do that much of an analysis. So we saw this quite a few times. 6H KH fish, right? So 6H into KH fish is it's -1 on block, right? So -1 should mean it's the opponent's turn. If you're close enough, they can probably grab you too, right? So if you see -1 on frame data, you're like, okay, I'm gonna mash out. I'm gonna do something. And normally a fish like this would look like this, right? In Guilty Gear 1.0, Strive 1.0. So you block that. Right. So if Johnny just smashes out, it's his turn, right? And he gets to not care about this fish, right? Right? So, no problem. Same situation with the KH fish, if you're able to bring it behind them. You're -1, but now he commits to a button, he gets hit. This is very important, right? 2K2D, he gets hit. Dizzy is +13, she can continue the combo, for example. Right, so I'm gonna do... Right. maybe not the best conversion. Okay, let's try that again with something a little bit more simple. Block that. So he's gonna do 2K 2D. There we go. For example, right? So really cool thing. Oh, thank you, Daiji. I'll check out the recipe in just a moment. Really quick. Gamu, good morning. How's it going? What's up? So this is really cool. Something that perhaps we should be doing more often, and I'll be investigating it more. So we do this in like pressures such as this. So this, again, this is reminiscent of like Guilty Gear plus R, where the fish does work for you even after you're at a disadvantaged situation. So check this out. Yeah, some 6Ps will break it. Okay, yeah. You know what? Let's show that. You're right. I don't want to completely gaslight you guys, but yeah, 6Ps can. So 5K, for example. So be careful. It's not the answer to everything, but it's going to help you kind of maintain pressure in some situations. Maybe do it a couple times. Yo, Topaz Plays, how's it going? I'm new to Guilty Gear. How beginner friendly do you think Dizzy would be? She's pretty beginner friendly, I would say. The problem is winning with her consistently. That's going to be tough. So I'd say Dizzy is easy to pick up. However, she's a little bit difficult to consistently win with. She's easy to have fun with too. So I think she's a pretty decent character. But if you want to win more, then you want to pick characters like Johnny, Ramathal, Potemkin. But it's not always about winning. It's about the build up, the struggle to get to that place where you want to be. Being the better person than you were yesterday. Okay, so that's the something I want to kind of play around with. I have ideas for this, and I don't think it's a bad idea to throw it every once in a while, especially since there's like how do I say this? Dizzy's playstyle, like even if you have little tricks and how do I say this? No, she can be a little bit straightforward when dealing with her offense, but this adds a little bit of like tricky nuance to throw a wrench in people's like standard thinking about defense. You know, I'm not gonna if they think about like I don't know, instead of it being like rock paper scissors, you have like rock paper scissors plus I don't know, like a little bit of lava. you know, which is not perfect or something. I don't know, what's something like rock paper scissors, but anyway, cotton in there, like cotton's gonna mess up something. All right, let's take a look at the thing that that Daiji wanted to share real quick, and then we'll continue to watch this topic. Let's see here. So the let's take a look at this. Daiji has something wild. I think Johnny can handle it with 2P. Yeah, 2P, 6P, 5K, 6P. Yeah, he can handle it pretty good. I think most characters can handle it, but it's just something that kind of add to your repertoire, you know, change things up a bit. Oriel to Habit, how's it going? What's up? What a weekend, eh? Yeah, it was a good weekend. The Blue Jays won a series. Yeah, 6P will beat the fish. Oopsies. Real quick here. Oh yeah, you enjoyed Combo Breaker? So 337-964. I saw your pictures, Gamu. It looks like you had fun. Alright, we're taking a little bit of a break from the labbing, and we're gonna check out this Daiji sequence here. Yo, fighting game, how's it going? Have you seen people 6P a lot of her moves? A lot of people run up in 6P. You, like, for example, Faust likes to just run up in 6P, run up in far slash. So, gotta be careful with your normals. Alright, so this is from Daiji. Mid-screen for experts, difficult setup-based set play. That might be a bit much. Okay. Alright, let's take a look. Let's take a look at the replay first. What's it look like? Close slash 2H, Ice Spike, 2K2D. Wings. Okay, yeah. That's a crossover. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's like a block pressure. Let's watch this again. I'll do it maybe a couple times. Okay, yeah. So 2K2D wings. Okay, this is the Daiji cross up. Close slash 2H. And oh yeah, I like that fish bite to do pressure. Cool. Alright, one more time. Moichiro. Moichiro. So I think the highlight here is the P fish. The P fish right here. To kind of reset them. Can you do... Alright, I'm thinking about like a 5D there, you know, close slash 5D. Yo, thank you Daiji for sharing this. Strawberry players need to let me pause for one frame and rewind already. It's coming soon, right? Coming soon. Dizzy is a pretty deep character. I feel so. Nitrogen, what's up? Peluna is the goat. Peluna is the goat. Correct. I use this to catch fish. Oh, ice spike, of course. Alright, and then... Okay, which one is that? KH fish? I wasn't paying attention. We'll do it a couple times and then we'll look at the... And then we'll park this. 2K2D, yeah. That's a regular K fish, okay. Close slash 2H, heavy ice spike, incinerator dash JS. Okay. Woo. Nitrogen, hope you're doing well, my friend. Okay, let's go do this. Is it just a regular P fish? P... which fish? If you guys want to check this combo out here too, I'll put the link to the combo ID. That's a... oh, PH fish. PH fish. And what's the ground fish there? It's a K... I'm gonna say it's a KS fish. PHKS. To omorimasu. I think so. I like the double fish setups. So close slash K PAH KS. Close slash. Okay, here we go. I think I got it. Wakatta. Oh, that was too early. For Okizeme, anything works as long as you have as long as you activate wings of light and it crosses up. The key is that the follow-up pressure after Okizeme is an inescapable. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, here we go. There we go. So like that, hey? Was it a dash up? Just specifically, I want to see this. I think it was just a KS fish, no dash up. Okay, here we go. PIH. No, it's a dash up. Yeah, anything there is acceptable. Huh, we can play around with this a lot. KH fish. Thank you, Daiji. Appreciate it. This gives me ideas, a lot of things to think about. Thank you so much. Do you speak Japanese? I don't speak Japanese fluently or anything like that. I'm just very basic textbook Japanese. Not enough to carry out a conversation. I can make an order of of like a nikuman or pizzaman. Nikuman hitotsu kudasai. That's all I can do. That's all I need. No, I gotta learn more. Let's see. Oh, oopsies. That was my bad habit. Maybe not bad habit, but that was a habit. There we go. Yeah, it allows the wings of light to actually come up, go online. All right, cool. One more time, last time. I'm not gonna get it. Oh, we need the dash up. Shit. Okay, last time. We're gonna fail it all. Shit. Okay, you get the idea though. Let me I'm gonna copy and paste that on chat if you guys wanna check it out. There you go. Thank you, Daiji. Thank you so much for sharing that. Daiji-san, domo arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you so much. We're gonna pin it up so people can see it. And if you guys want to try it out, I'm gonna save that for ideas later. Thank you. Appreciate it. But we're checking out a little bit of the Peluna Snow White style, as you call it. Really appreciate it, my friend. Thank you so much, Daiji-san. Gotcha, that's cool though. I've been learning almost 5 years and talk to Indians regularly. I was just wondering. Yeah, I would like to learn more. That's for sure. Nihongo, benkyou chū desu. Nihongo benkyou chū desu. Mada mada benkyou chū desu. I think that's how you say it. Alright, so that is top 24. Let's fast forward to top 8. Here we go. Alright, so first match was against Nitro, I believe. Go fast forward a little bit more. I think it is a little farther. Did I go too far? Okay, where do I need to fast forward to? It was like a top 8, right? Let's take a look at the bracket here. Oh wait, yeah, Peluna. Oh, it's still day. Okay, so where's a stream where we can watch Idom versus Peluna? Was it the same stream? Did I just close it up? I think it's the same one, right? She started in top 8 losers. Okay, gotcha. Who knocked Peluna into losers? I believe it was Nitro. Is it the same day 2, or is it day 3? Top 24 was Funky P. Daiji says, I recently started English again. I haven't done it since high school. In high school, I learned le français. Comment ça va? Ça va bien? I learned French in high school, but I wish I had the opportunity to learn Japanese in high school, but it just wasn't offered. Okay, so Funky P should have top 24. Okay, so let's take a look here. That's the one, right? Was it day 3 also? LK watched it. Yo, Kachikoshi, what's up? How's it going? Yeah, Idom played against Peluna, but I don't know if that was off stream or on stream. So this is... Okay, where's the bracket? We need to see the bracket now. Give me 1 second. I'm confused. Smash.gg. Smash.gg Comic Breakers Drive. I am very confused right now. There we go. Yeah, so Peluna got knocked into the loser side from Nitro, and then Peluna played IDOM. Okay, so that should be this one, right? So Red Eye am not versus Jack. Yeah, should be matches very quickly after this. Where are you? Where are you? Okay, so this is Nitro versus Peluna. Okay, here we go. Take a look at this. Transclarent says, I don't mean to talk about studying Japanese in a Disney stream. No, no, you're good. You're good. I love talking about Japanese. The combo looks sick. I wish I got to see more Comic Breaker live. No, I go off on so many different tangents. So, and Japanese is one of my passions. Although I wish I knew more. One of my recent passions, anyway. I learned how to say to clean soji suru. Soji suru to clean up. We have to soji suru our gameplay for Dizzy. Clean it up. Okiru is to get up, just like an okizeme. Alright, so Nitro versus Peluna. Peluna, Nitro has been playing Leo this entire tournament, but decided to use Geo into Dizzy. And that is because Leo doesn't do very good against Dizzy, apparently, or at least Leo players do not like the matchup. They don't like fighting Dizzy. So, opting to use Geo instead. Yeah, and honestly, when I'm playing against Leo, I feel a little bit more comfortable battling in neutral, summoning things on full screen, doing zoning and that sort of thing. Idom did very well in GGST. He did. Idom beat Yumisho actually to get to Peluna. Gronger, how's it going? You should have let me know the day before timestamps for. Yeah. My bad. I didn't have very much time to prepare for the stream. I just went online because I didn't have too much time. All right. Things that we need to be aware of against Geo. Her Spar Arrow can actually get stuffed up by Ice Spike. So at least in our level, in my level anyway. Wow, big damage, look at this. In my level, it's always a good idea to represent Ice Spike every once in a while on the ground. Like as Ice Spike at full screen. In case she does Spar Arrow, she's gonna just crash right into it. Just like how the Titanic crashes into the iceberg in the movie and in real life, I guess. Alright, a nice 6p. There you go. So using Ice Spike like that on opponents kind of like knockdown at full screen is good. Gets you set up, but Geo able to get through it with the Spiral Arrow. 2D counter hit. Big combo. Setup, we're gonna see there you go, the Peluna style. Snow White style. Wall analogy. I mean, it is like an iceberg, eh? Fun fact, my city's mayor at the time was on the Titanic when it sank, and he had big plans of developing the city, but when he tragically passed away from the iceberg from the Titanic, those plans went away with him, and his vast fortune as well, unfortunately. Okay, nice throw into the ice field. Alright, here we go. Good ice kill. Not like... Never mind. I won't get into it. Never mind. Alright, anyway. Throwing in the corner. This is a very dicey situation for Dizzy. Dizzy doesn't have very good options. Look at that. Ice spike like that. Just stop your opponent mid-track. You know, most Geo players don't seem to know that the Ice Spike does interrupt Spiral Arrow. Which makes sense because Spiral Arrow is usually the move you do to, you know, get through projectiles. Gambatin, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Yeah. Alright. You probably know what I was about. Well, I had a train of thought with the Titanic in terms of good kill and maybe a bad kill. A lot of bad kills there, actually. Anyway, I'll stop talking about it. I like that pressure, you know? There, look at that. Once again, 6H into KH fish. Listen, all the Titanic kills were bad kills. Let me make it on record. It was horrible. It cost my city development and its mayor. Alright, here we go. Okay, we've seen that a few times actually. Punishing a throw tech with air dash back, JH or JS. Yo, Chozo. Thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Chozo, like the character in Jujutsu Kaisen? Nice XP on the roundhouse. Look at that. Alright, here we go. 2S chop. Ice spike, ice field. Set it up. Okay, set it up again. This is gonna set up a nice kind of Peluna style, Snow White style, but that time a cross up. Looking at the match score, it is 1-1. Peluna is literally a jab away from taking this. Alright, we got the hard knockdown for Geo though. This is not a nice situation, although Peluna does have burst ready. Gets thrown. Very scary, very heartbreaking to lose this, unfortunately, because of the lead that Peluna had. But it happens, you know, when Geo's on the offense like that, and your back's against the corner, whether you have like a pixel of health or like a full bar of health, it's like, yeah, I mean, it's scary still, either way. I've seen your videos and streams on YouTube, got good energy. Oh, thank you so much, Chozo, appreciate it. Brother! Hope that's not spoiling anything. Anyway, brother. Okay, throws in the corner. Yeah, Geo is very tricky to play against. Nice not doing anything. Very good patience. Peluna's got a full bar. Uses it for wire C. 2D ice spike. Nice. Okay, but gets grabbed. I wonder what we're trying to do there. Yeah, man, I got robbed too often when I failed to finish with Wings of Light. Yeah, me too. Me too. I'm so scared about using Wings of Light in neutral because if I don't calculate it right, you just lose because you don't you don't kill him. Nice throw. By the way, we saw a Daiji cross up, but we stayed on the same side. Let's rewind it just a bit here, just to highlight it after this round. There we go. So we've seen the cross up several times, but this is the, oh my god, ads. I'm sorry. Sorry for the jump scare. Anyway, you're gonna see a cool Daiji cross up, but it's gonna be the same side in just a moment. What is this ad, Mac? We got some ads here. Roadrunner. Let me just read some of this. Peluna's defense is so good. So how do you stop yourself from mashing? Yeah, when you see that BRC like that Geo did, for me anyway, I immediately think people are going to do a fuzzy overhead. So I'll just block high. Yeah, Peluna did very well staying patient. The Lost Daddy, what's up? How's it going? Hope you're doing well, man. Mitsu, what's up? How's it going? How's it in the Philippines? You enjoying that balut and durian? I know Peluna was in the server when she messaged I fangirl. Yeah, she messages every once in a while on the server. I'm sure she's very busy with many different things. But back to here. Yeah, so I don't bug her too much. She's too busy winning. Oh, here we go. Daiji setup. Same side. That was good. This is how you know. That's how you know Nitro is actually good, because they know they can recognize the cross up and they can recognize that you're gonna do it. So Peluna adjusted and did the same side. All right. And again, we hope you're doing well. Did I ask about Combo Breaker again? Maybe I missed the message, but I hope you had fun. Combo Breaker is like my favorite tournament in North America, so I'm glad. I think you had fun. The pictures seem to imply you had a good time. All right, 2K2D. Mikhail Sword pushes them away. Here's a burst. K-Fish. Okay, setting out field. Wings. This is kind of a scary situation if I was the Dizzy player, because I'm not good at navigating when to approach with this Wings of Light. But look at that. Beautifully approached. Understood the flow of the match. Was able to get in and totally capitalized off Wings of Light. Just like that. Kampeki da. Perfect. Not really. Sutiki round. Beautiful round. I'm using it all wrong. These adjectives I'm using all wrong. Alright, here we go. 2-2. I think this is a heartbreaker. I think we know the result of this one, but let's see how it all played out. 2K2D. KS Fish going for the overhead. Something that you can do if you have the 2K2 a little bit too far away. Oh no! I think Peluna wanted to go for a throw reset, but even if she did, that the throw should have got teched. I think there was maybe a misinput, but that's okay. Peluna still got it. So Gurenge says, I'm not exactly sure about how I feel about this matchup. I like the neutral game, but it's hard to make the judgment. Same here. I think it's like maybe just slightly in Gio's favor, but I lose to this a lot. At least it's better. It's better for Gio than it is for Leo, I believe. Which is why we're seeing Nitro use Gio instead of Leo. Wings of Light. Okay, yeah. Keep him blocking. Nice. I love the defensive use of the ice field. I need to do that more, where you're like dash blocking and then you punish something. Alright, here we go. Got last boss music of UN Squadron. Area Hutch to Hutch music. The last boss, final boss. Alright, and this may have been a little bit of a heartbreaker right there. Okay, that burst, yeah, that 2D was a very I mean, okay, so both players are pretty even at that point. That 2D at that range was like I don't blame Peluna for doing JD. I'm surprised at that 2D hit, and then I think it kind of goes down from here, unfortunately. Yeah. A little bit of a heartbreaker. I'm not gonna judge Peluna for making the decisions that she did. I mean, obviously she did all the right decisions to get to this point. And I don't blame Peluna for bursting at the end here, because let's go right here, right? I think it was this round. Yeah, this round. This is like the pivotal round. Yeah, does good damage. Gets cornered and has a good situation here. Nitro has a burst and meter. Yeah, able to scout out that throw with the and punish with a JH. This, yeah. Yeah. I mean, in hindsight, you're like, you should have kept that burst or whatever. But I mean, it's decision making up to this point that got Peluna to this point. So obviously Peluna knew something that a lot of players didn't. Likes the situation, right? Full screen burst with ice field. Felt confident. Plus had meter. So this is not a bad situation. But I want to say like that 2D here from Geo. Very, very well placed Geo 2D. I think this is more of a testament of how strong Nitro is with their off character, you know? Like, normally, can Geo do anything else there? Maybe like a DP? Like an anti-air? But that's very unfortunate. Yeah, far slash to kind of reach, right? If this was blocked, I guess if it was blocked, that's unfortunate. If it was blocked, Geo can still do things like the roundhouse kick or whatever. But with the ice field out, it's kind of nice to just like you'll probably see a lot of Peluna strong defense to like punish a dog roundhouse or something like that, right? The testament, yeah, it hit very far. Yeah. Okay, so we saw the end of this again. Let's just review it one more time. It's just a Geo round, right? I'd be so shook after that. But then, you know, you have to play it out. You have deflect shield. That technique though, BRC down button. I want to know if maybe I should be doing that more. Okay, yeah, it's okay, it's okay. Daijobu. Shake it off. Peluna ended up playing against IDOM. I think it's going to be the last match here, or near the last match. There we go. I have not seen this one, and this will be very interesting to watch because I struggle against Testament. Oh, look at that. Segue into Testament. Luis, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Puddle Sum, yeah, that 2D is so long. C4 on commentary? Who's C4? Alright. Shake it off, you know. So, right now, IDOM is hot. As in, he just beat one of the strongest players of Guilty Gear Strive. And IDOM, this is IDOM's like secondary game, right? You just beat Umisho, and Peluna has to face IDOM now. So IDOM is hot. Peluna might be still a little shook. Actually, there's quite a bit of time, a lot of time to think about it. Peluna is a strong, solid player, so I'm sure she was able to like kind of figure out, kind of shake it off, right? So we know the result of this already, but let's take a look at it. I haven't seen it yet. So again, I struggle against Testament, so let's take a look at this. Oh, it's a main game now? Let's go. Mike, how's it going, man? What's up? Yeah, I need to see this too. Okay, we're seeing that a lot. Nice reactions to block. The 5D. Oh, those Street Fighter reactions. Wings of Light activate. Gets bursted, okay. 2D Mikhail sword, let's get in. 6H, okay, look at that. Maybe playing off of perhaps a matchup inexperience. Nice pickup, but it gets dropped near the end. We're seeing a lot of cool things here. Goes for a grab, maybe, or goes for a JP. Nice kind of anti-air, kind of cover that space there. Round start, what do we do? Mikhail's sword gets blocked, 6P, Grave Reaper. Slapshotting is like Testament's also playing in the playoffs for the NHL. Yo, this is a hockey match right now. Dizzy's got Ice Field, Testament's got those slap shots. Alright, Wings of Light about to activate, 6P's that. More slap shots. Yeah, sending in the fish behind. Is Testament able to do anything about that? We saw that a few times, a few volleys of that in the previous round. Fully charged 6H into KH fish. Okay, nice 6P. I feel like Testament's able to deal with it with their massive 6P. Mike, hope you're doing well, man. What's the MFH stand for? Misfiner Heavy? Misfiner Hell. Anti-air. Oh, here we go. 2H. Slap shots. Sends in the assist, the crow. There we go. Ice field. Defensive offense. I gotta do that more. Okay, yeah. Use cover the skies with that P-fish. Kale sword. Ooh. Okay, going in. This should kill. But then burst might come back. Yeah, burst right there. Very smart to just burst immediately there. Okay, how do you deal with the testament zoning? Yeah, it gets caught. But Peluna has meter. What does she do with it here? Backs off a little bit. Okay. Nice. Okay, backs off a little bit. Fire Spear PRC. That was a close first game. Oh, just initials? Gotcha. Michael, I'm gonna dox you right now. Michael, Frederick, Hiroshima. Longitude 100. I'm joking. Hope you're well, man. What's up? All right, let's go. Nice tick grab. Yeah, more 6H pressure. Does item do anything? Yeah. Okay, so I think even though Testament should have an answer to 6H KH fish pressure, Peluna is recognizing that it's not something that Idom's comfortable against. Here we go. 6P Crow goes in for the fake high into low. Just a regular wall break. Both have meter to play around with. 1 stain, 2 stain. I like Miss Fina Hell. How about Miss Fina Heaven? All right, there you go. That's the round. Round start. What do we do? 2S chop into Mikhail's sword. All right, Incinerator JH into JD. Okay, teleports away, gets caught with the ice spike. KH fish, ice spike gets that guaranteed, quote unquote, guaranteed pressure. The good pressure anyway. Okay, what do you do here with your testament? Okay, I like that, you know. Make him a little uneasy with all the 2Ps. A heavy Mikhail sword. Oh, what? That was a misinput? Or was it? Ah, interesting. Okay, good. I don't think that's a true punish. Blocking it up close, not a true punish. I believe you're plus... You are, -4. But gets caught anyway. Burst... 2P like that is burst safe. Okay. You're staggering a little bit, right? I don't know if you can OS against that and strive, but maybe you can like react to the burst and block. Okay, 6H pressure, KH fish. Oh, interesting. Okay, so that's an interesting situation. If they block the 6H in the air and then you do KH fish then becomes positive on block. That's the situation. You got some pressure with it too, right? Nice. Yo, Little Lad, how's it going? Thank you so much for the 3 stream streak. Okay, nice. Hope you're doing well. 2D counter hit. Mike, how's it going? Mike from hell. That's the F. That's the FH, right? Mike from Heavenly Hell. How's it going, man? Thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Uh-oh. Okay, okay. Huh. Late 6H into KH fish pressure question. It's not -1 anymore. It's like plus something, right? So that's actually not a bad thing. All right, cool. Let's test a few things. Actually, I want to test a few ideas before we go into top 8. Pause that for a sec. Mike feels hungry. Mike from hell. Heaven or hell. I'm sure Mike's a nice person, so it's Mike from heaven. Unless Mike wants to be from hell. Yeah, 3-0 for Peluna. Very quickly, let's take a look at this. So we have let's be Testament, and then let's have Dizzy do things to us. Mike from heaven, there you go. So normally 6H into KH fish, like you're -1, right? But maybe IDOM didn't know that. So it was like this into that. Right. And then we saw we saw Peluna loop this at least a couple times, right? So again, you're -1 here. Testament can do something in this case, right? But like, if you choose to mash, like if you're too slow with it, you're gonna get hit, right? Does she say of course when doing 6H sometimes? I'm not too sure what she says. What does she say in Japanese? Mochiron? Alright. So the thing is, if you mash out of it, you might get caught by that fish. So you're not encouraged to mash unless you do like some 6P shenanigans like that. You know, I asked Kira Buckland once what she was saying there in English. I don't know if it was like a... maybe that's why... maybe I shouldn't have asked that. That's like... I don't know if that's like a... voice acting taboo thing, you know? Like... I don't know. Maybe I think about this too much. Because we don't know what she says at that 6H, right? It could be a name of the whale. But I asked her once, and she's like, you know, I'm not too sure, I forget. Because like they record a whole bunch of different lines. But on hindsight, I shouldn't have asked that because like that could be a testament of like maybe she didn't say the line good enough for us to be able to understand it. I'm like, shit, I shouldn't have asked that. I'm sorry, Kira. Anyway, so there's ways around this. Yeah, test it. Okay, so you can trade with it, but yeah, so there are ways to deal with it. Now, my question is, next question, if you block this in the air, how positive is Dizzy? So I'll just do this, summon fish. So from there, Dizzy is still -1, right? Oh, +2 there. +3. Can you 6P? Can you 6P Testament doing 2P? Oh, good question. Oh, interesting. Oh my god, yeah. Wait a second. Hold up. Huh? Jesus. Okay, but I mean, Testament's got other buttons that they can do. Interesting. Okay. What else did we want to test out? I think it's just something a little bit later. Silly Desk, how's it going? Thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. How different does the timing work on spacing? Can you hit their back? Sorry, can you hit their block before 6H to auto space it if that matters? Can you hit their block before 6H? Before 6H? You mean with the fish, you mean? I guess so. So like if you get a knockdown, for example, right? Yeah, you could do that. You can do that too. But I think you're going to be doing a different setup in that case, right? So for example, in this case, fish hits first. Right, we saw Peluna do this a whole bunch, right? After a throw, dash up, I was gonna call it bird, dash up fish, and then you can do pressure off that too. Yeah, the -1 scenario is very scary because there's counterplay. I guess Dizzy could delay the backdash. I think the goated option is just to do nothing. I think the goated option is just to back off, honestly, and see what they do. Right? Because you can work off that or jump in. Here's my idea, by the way. So if you can like get them to respect it, right? You jump. So I'm gonna do this, for example, jump, and then you have other things open for mix-ups, right? You get them to respect it. Maybe they won't do anything, and then if they're forced to block that fish, you can do like a high-low. I think that's what I want to kind of work with. And furthermore, like, I guess at a range, their 5P, or their 5 frame button should beat your jump, right? Because it's going to catch the jump startup. If you do it far enough, though, their fast spawn no longer reaches, right? Or at least you'll be able to like block them in the air, for example, right? Which is not a bad thing too. Like they have to be ready to like 6P that. And then there's a lot of other shenanigans you can do. You see that, you know? So this is a situation that I kind of want to play around with. Right. For example, another like situation where you can sort of do this. No a 6H, just a... Okay, so this is actually something that I've been thinking about. And then we'll move on to watch more matches. Broken KH fish pressure. So it's pressure where KH fish happens at a longer attack interval. And by attack interval, I mean like as soon as they recover from a block or knockdown, the KH fish happens like way after. So you can do like tick throws, for example, right? During that gap. Maybe not so much in the 6H situation because it's -1 here, right? But more like the throw situation right here. So right here you can go for a grab, or you can go for a little strike, right? Kiwi, the tortoise, how's it going? Thank you so much for the follow. I've been eating a lot of kiwis before bed, actually. Apparently it helps you sleep. Not sure if it's like helping me exactly, but I think so. So this pressure here, a lot of times people will respect it, right? I've been just jumping up, by the way. I throw them. They're gonna expect a strike throw. I just jump. This is a plus R thing I do, by the way, to deal with like Soul's Volcanic Viper, a multi-hitting DP that he can RC on contact. So there's not much situations, there's not much setups that you can do in plus R to bait it out or to do like a safe jump, or to get the fish to soak the hit for you to bait out the DP. So what you do is you actually do broken pressure. You don't do like full-on active frames okizeme on their wake up. You just set a fish and jump and block. So same thing with this, you know, if they do a reversal, you can block that, and the fish is there to kind of assist too. That actually makes it worse, by the way, the fish. But you're safe from supers, basically, and wake up bursts. So, and if they decide to just hold the block, right? You got a mix up on the way down. Air dash back JH or land and do 2K. So it's like a very, it's not the most solid setup, but it's an option that you can do to just bait out other options, or to bait out some defensive options, while maintaining some offense if the opponent decides to respect you. Because who in the right mind would, on layer 1, like do something like air throw you right here, right? Like there are options, like there are ways to like beat this, or you can just air throw. But no one's just gonna just straight up hold up forward and air throw you. They're gonna think you're gonna strike, right? Or throw, or do something, right? So they'll like maybe do some fuzzy blocking. Maybe they'll back up like that. But hey, Dizzy's plus 16 at this case, right? So it's like, it's really, how do you say, you're giving up a little bit of your okizeme to make something else stronger. And also you're baiting out a burst. By the way, just kind of a little side quest here. You are -4, right? If you block that burst, which is interesting because Peluna, let's double check that. Peluna blocked a burst on the ground, a gold burst, and was able to sort of punish maybe by do some form of punish. But if you burst, I'm just gonna get my opponent to burst on wake up. You should be -4, or you should be +4. You shouldn't be able to how do you say it? You shouldn't be able to punish, but you're able to catch like some, I'll delete that, some anti sort of things that your opponent will do on defense, right? So I'm gonna 2K2D, right, block the burst, -2, right? So Dizzy's +2 on block. In the air, somehow you are actually better than -2 sometimes. And if you FD it, yeah, like it's +4 for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why FDing here makes you more positive on block, but it just does. You fall down faster. -3 +3 for Dizzy. So if you did the same thing that I was just mentioning, right? Throw. If you're plus at least 2 and you're up close, you can punish with a throw. So against a character that doesn't have like a 9 frame DP, you can like IB and throw that, right? Why do I specifically say 9 frames? You can still block a 9 frame DP, yes, but having to choose to block an IB that burst, like you have to IB it, right? If you're also having to deal with like a 9 frame reversal or any kind of like non-metered reversal, it's kind of hard to OS that block against that DP and also IB a burst, because the burst happens in what? Burst says start up 18 frames. Okay, it's doable actually. So you would hold block for the first 9 frames, let go of the block, and then tap block the 18th frame. That's doable, but it's kind of difficult to do. Let's do that one more time. There we go, by that. So this, I guess, what I'm trying to say here is that, like, this is something that I'm trying to, like, kind of work into my gameplay. Right. If they mash out of that, then there's obviously answers, right? But you do this, like, once you've established that you'll strike or throw. As soon as you knock them down and do that KH high attack interval fish. Anyway, back to the matches. I talk too much. I hope that was helpful. Okay, so yo, we got some Samurai Shodown. Is Baiken played? So, yo, who's this guy? Yo, we just got Mr. Knight-san, Yusha from the Nishi, from the west. Yo, is he good? Is Mr. Yusha good? Is this Dark Souls? His name is Warden. Or Conclusion. Okay, anyway. Alright, so let us take a look at Peluna's last bit here. Mr. Yusha. Yusha-sama. So Peluna is in the loser's side. So it's gonna be this match right here. Oh gosh. Uh-oh. Versus Slayer-san? Uh-oh. Yelevsky from Sam Show? I think my favorite Samurai Shodown character is Charlotte. She's cool. Although I played Tam Tam competitively in Samurai Shodown when it first came out, I was able to get on stage to play against Punko. Alright, here, button check. That's when I discovered that anti-airing with a jump button was really strong, and I should consider it in my other fighting games. Samurai Shodown taught me. Oh my goodness, cat. Oh, he's going wild. He's got a toy. Alright, here we go. So how do you deal with Slayer? So we've already encountered some pretty problematic matchups for me, specifically against Johnny, against Testament, and I also struggle against Slayer. I know Grange doesn't. Grange likes this matchup, but I do not like this matchup. So let's take a look. See how our guy does this. See how she does this, Peluna. Alright, here we go. I don't think I think they become plus to where the fish will hit them, but Dizzy can't convert. Oh, you mean on the on the trade there. Alright, Peluna, let's go. Playing the queen. The queen playing the queen. Representing United States of America. I be that. Nice. Good punish. 2K2D optimal punish. I think, yeah, that's the optimal punish for Mappa, I believe. Okay, here we go. Nice. Gets into a setup. Gonna do the Peluna special, the Snow White, as Daiji calls it. And this should kill. Nice. So we've seen Peluna do her special sequence several times, and people are getting hit by the air dash back JK. So we should be doing that more, I think. I feel like we should be exploring that a little bit more. Yeah, K-Mappa is -6. I be that. What's P-Mappa? P-Mappa has got to be, how much? Okay, so close slash 2H after the ice spike to get a nice field. Okay, ice spike, ice field. Yeah, Slayer, I feel like Slayer doesn't like this, but you know what? Dizzy don't like that. Ouch. -3 with pushback. Okay, gotcha. Alright, so what do we have here? Backdash at 2D. By the way, have you been paying attention to the round start? I think Peluna's been doing a lot of 2S. It's anti-air there. But we've been seeing a lot of 2Hs, I believe, from cloned. 2D. Okay, this is gonna set up the Peluna special, but goes for the cross up. Gets wire seed. Close slash 6H. Didn't combo. Nice delay on that. Oh, here we go. Doing a OG Mura Violet style. Let's go. Into Peluna style air dash back JK. I wonder if that's people are getting crossed up, aka same sided from that. Sorry, not cross up, aka same sided. That doesn't make sense. But you know, are they getting hit with the fact that they think it's a cross up, or is it the JK opening up while crouching? Which one is it that people are getting confused about? Because we saw it done twice, so to me that shows that maybe Clone hasn't seen it a whole lot. Nice JH. 2D goes for a left right, stays left. Here we go. Oh, I think Clone was expecting that fish to hit and was expecting to wire receive, which would have been a good wire receive because Peluna would have been in the corner. Nice far slash to catch the 2H. Clone's gonna start thinking about what else he could do for round start. Far slash again. I like using far slash against Slayer round start. That's my personal preference. However, there are answers against it, such as what is that called? This backstep. Oh boy, tricky. No, it's backstep, that move. The one that goes before, whatever, his dash, his command dash, whatever that's called. Alright, anyway. Okay, so we're ahead. Got meter. Nice blocks from Cloned. Good backdash. Just chipping him out. Okay, there you go. Why don't you like playing versus Slayer? Because simplicity speaking, it should be Breezy favored. I think it's because I mostly play online with lag, and you need to be able to react to certain things from Slayer, and then like all Slayer needs is like a one lucky hit and it's over. And when you play on lag, lucky hits happen a lot. So maybe I need to play against more Slayers in a more stable environment to like it better. Yeah. Alright, here we go. Potential final round. Potential final match. 2S that time. Actually caught something there. Gonna go for a throw or what? Okay, nope. Just gets pushed back. There I go. A little bit of that burst baiting pressure. Okay, here's a combo into Ice Spike pickup. What's this setup? Just sets up Ice Field. Doesn't want to kind of mess around too close to fight against Slayer. Sitting on a burst, but if I was Peluna, I'd be thinking about not using it as we have the advantage, but might be thinking about now. Like, one objective, if you're going to lose this round, like if the Slayer is going to lose this round, the primary objective is actually to win the round, but if you're going to lose it, at least taking away your opponent's burst to aid you in the next round should be like a somewhat of a win. Alright, here we go. Gold burst. Has Ice Field out. Notice all the big active buttons that Peluna is doing, like 5H, you know, those buttons are pretty good against characters like Slayer who have these command dashes. Because he's got to kind of commit to a lot of his moves. Kind of catch him crashing into like your Ice Spike or 5H, for example. Here we go. That almost looked like a cross-up attempt, but Peluna stays on the same side on the ground. Okay, what we're gonna see some, yeah, whatever that. What is that move called again? Jesus Christ, I forget. The one that the command dash. I should know that. Sure, if once I figure it out, I'm like, oh my god, of course it's that move. No. What sets up ahead? What sets up pile bunker? What sets up the up and down? Dandy step. That's it. That's it. Of course, it's called dandy step. All right. Very convincing round. Very convincing set. I wonder. Yeah. So I've been hearing from a lot of Disney players that they actually like the Slayer matchup. So I need to play more against Slayer to get that feel. But there's a thing that Peluna was doing, and let's just revisit it a bit here. And it's called the Peluna method for your in terms of a setup. So I'll show it against Slayer since we were just playing against Slayer. So Daiji has dubbed it the Snow White style, Peluna's mix-up. I mean, maybe someone else before Peluna was doing it, but it was popularized by Peluna because of how successful she is. And that's when you do like a Ice Spike Freeze, a far range 2D into KS fish, and then you jump in and do either high or low. So this has been pretty effective up to this point. I think the only person who blocked it was Nitro. So let's guard first hit. Right. So this one right here. Dash, jump, JK, and then go in and do other things, right? Really good after setting out wings, for example. Dash, jump, air dash back, JK. I didn't do the right fish. Do it again. Yeah. Is that the Nagai? No, this is the Peluna. The Snow White style. So TKTD, wings, okay, and here it is. And then it really sets, it's really good at setting up like, okay, etc. Right? It's really good at setting up a nice high that has a very good complementary low in the landing 2K. But Peluna never needed to do the landing 2K, never got to that point in the layers to really need to utilize that, like, right? So that's the Peluna style. Although why is it called Snow White style? You know, I'm not sure. Daiji calls it Snow White, so whatever Daiji says. But you can do the Nagai style along with it. You need the right spacing. So you can air dash back JK at that point, and you get like a really nice low to the ground JK, and it should set up a landing 2K as well. Dizzy is a Disney princess. That's true. But doing the Nagai style here is very, very like very, very spacing dependent. So I got it here. Alright. I'd like to be a little bit closer though. So what I should strive for is just to do the Peluna style. Recognize that I have the spacing for the Nagai style. And then do my super jump JK thing when I have the right spacing. That's a little bit too close. So like there's, you know, you can't be too close, you can't be too far if you want to do the super jump stuff. But you know what? I think if we do this enough, we'll be able to recognize what we can and cannot do, when we should and shouldn't do it. But for the most part, just doing the dash jump, air dash back JK, pretty solid. Right, you do some damage, good damage. She is this game's Disney princess for sure. I mean, look at, she's interacting with the forest animals. Like, She interacts with the blue jays and also the squirrels. Might be a really dumb question, but does Dizzy's wing timer reset after wall break? Not a dumb question, very valid. It does reset. It does reset. So I probably want to wall break if I can help it. At that point, not wall break. Yeah. If something I've been thinking about too. If you can't kill on the wall break, but you have meter. So if you can't kill on the wall break and you cannot kill on the wings of light, it might be best to actually just RC, get the knockdown. Not something we think about a whole lot, right? Yo, Greeny Meanie, how's it going? What's up? For example, that situation I did right there. Hope you're doing well, Greeny Meanie. Thanks so much for the follow. I'm not gonna kill with either wall break or wings of light, right? Well, I actually don't have enough meter to wall break or do whatever, but let's just say add a little bit more meter. Alright, let's get 75%. I think I should be doing this more now. Now that I've seen Peluna be very successful with this, we got the green light to do it too. So this isn't gonna kill, and in fact I'm like wasting my wings of light damage, but we get the wall stick, right? It might be worth thinking about, like, it might be worth thinking about just using meter to just RC. Oopsies, my bad. So, shit. You get the idea. If you RC this, I'll show you. Right, you get the hard knockdown, and then something to play around with is like, okay, what do I do there? Here, what kind of fish do I want to summon, etc. It's a pretty nuanced situation. A lot of times you just kill with the wings of light. A lot of times you just kill with the super. But if you don't get the kill and you wall break and you have 0% meter, and maybe use your super to do that, you're gonna. Well, if you use your super, you're at advantageous state because you can like set up stuff, whatever. But like, let's just say it's a neutral wall break, you have 0% meter, and you're playing against Happy Chaos. Like, he is at an advantage at that point, and it's better for you to just kind of try to finish it off in the corner, right? So RC and do some form of like a cheap setup. Anyway, so it's something I've been thinking about. But yeah, Peluna style can be combined with the Super Jump JS or JK. Although if you do the Super Jump, it's harder to get the high. Right, I think I could run up and do like a 5k 2D. We might get lucky and be able to do a close slash 2H. Yeah, pretty nuanced, very specific. But something to kind of think about. There we go. The low is better here. And then the high is very spacing dependent. That's too close. I'll do it one more time. I'm running out of time, so let's go ahead and watch that last match. Alright. Anyway. Last Peluna match. So, should be up against Jack's Happy Chaos. So the two players to send Peluna down to, or the two players, sorry, the two players to beat Peluna in this tournament are number 1 and number 2 of the tournament. Also, not just number 1 and number 2, but the winner of Evo, basically. Winner of Evo in Nitro and winner of Arc Revo, which arguably is a much bigger achievement than Evo. Actually, it is a much bigger achievement, because to get into Arc Revo, you have to like go into like get points and win other qualifying events such as Evo. Evo is a qualifying event for Arc Revo, and Peluna, to get to this point, had to face those two players, right? So if anyone, yo, is Mr. Nev one of these guys? Where's Mr. Nev? Anyway, I guess what I'm trying to say here is we're very proud of Peluna. Yeah, previous Evo and Arc Revo champs, exactly. The only two players to be able to beat Peluna. In a very competitive fashion too, right? It wasn't a complete sweep. It wasn't like, you know, a complete utter defeat. They're very close matches, very competitive. Okay, what do you do round start? Walk back a little bit. Yo, that's the thing that Kid Viper told me to do against Happy Chaos. Says back in the day anyway, when Happy Chaos wasn't as strong, or wasn't as figured out. Kid Viper would tell me one of the goated options against Happy Chaos is to actually just walk back. And also not being afraid of the gun, which I don't know if that applies now. Alright, so we got Jack in the corner. The 2k pressure, 2k6h. Unfortunately, stream was dying on this. Oh, like people were very sad. It's crazy that Jack got so far with all the nerfs of Happy Chaos. It just shows how strong Happy Chaos is. Oh, sorry, not. Yeah, okay. Shows how strong Happy Chaos is. Also, more importantly, shows how strong Jack is. That's what I meant to say first, but I just went with it. Oh no, stream is actually not functioning. I see. Okay, so we'll watch it now when the stream is functioning on the VOD. How hard do you think it is to get into Dizzy, says Biken. How's it going, man? Hope you're doing well. Dizzy herself isn't too bad to get into. I always say she's actually a fairly easy character to get into. The hard thing is actually closing out matches with her, like winning consistently with her in a weird air dash forward. Yeah, winning consistently with her is the challenge. So there we go. We saw that 6H into KH fish, got Jack to mash out of it, mash through it, got hit with the fish. Allows Peluna to take that round. So I think, like, honestly, in my opinion, that 6H into KH fish has been the highlight. I wonder how much more we're going to see from it. Alright, here we go. Jack making it look like they're having 0 nerfs to Happy Chaos. Nice side switch. Still hanging on to a burst. There we go. There's a burst. Sends out the K fish right away. That seems to disable any form of zoning. Nice JH fly swatter. Okay, nice. Okay, Mikhail sword. Good conversion. Oh, but the heartbreak. No, I remember seeing that live. Would that have killed though? Oh, Jack shaking his head. Would that have killed? I think it would have. So here we go. Ice Spike. Yeah. That... you know, it's close. There's a lot of damage proration when it comes to Mikhail Sword. Or, sorry, when it comes to Ice Spike. Right? So this may have not killed. You do get the guaranteed chunk of damage on the wall break. This is hard to tell for sure. I want to say yes, it would have killed, but you never know, right? Nobody Sora, how's it going? My two favorite characters on the screen. In fact, I can never decide who I want to play for the day. You should play Dizzy because she is the queen. Happy Chaos, you know, he's got enough love. Dizzy needs more love. But you play whoever you like. You know, if playing Happy Chaos puts a smile on your face, that's not, you know, it's your choice. In fact, I would encourage that if it puts a smile on your face. Happy Chaos has low health, no guts. Okay, would have killed. Yeah, the unnerved heavy Mikhail Sword maybe would have done more chip. Oh, you mean, yeah, the timing of it. Yes. She was going for the old timing for the heavy Mikhail Sword. Oh, what a juggle. Okay, so... Damn. So it would have been 1-up for Peluna, right? But we had a little bit of a heartbreak. It's okay. First, yeah, I think K-Fish there's very, excuse me, I should probably be going to work. I'm like messing up my words and stuff, but like what I'm trying to say here is I think if you can establish K-Fish in neutral against Happy Chaos, it eases the matchup a little bit in neutral. Because as he's shooting you, right, he's not shooting the fish. It eventually needs some form of an interaction from Happy Chaos when it reaches the other side. So after a burst, after like a far range knockdown, instead of K-Fish, not a bad idea. Much better than a P-Fish in this matchup, in my opinion. Yo, Alan, thank you so much for the sub on YouTube. Really appreciate it, man. So there you go. Yeah, he had to do something about that K-Fish. Oh, look at that. 2.0 setups. New. Oh, nice stare down to throw. Okay, this looks good. Dash up fish. Bait the burst, maybe? Right now, I'd bait the burst. Or not. Okay, let's just go. There's a reason why Peluna is the best, and I'm still learning. Okay. Oh, that fish. That sometimes fish taketh the round from you. Sometimes it giveth the round, sometimes it taketh. And thankfully we got that. Okay, close slash into 5D. Ooh. Nice throw. What are we gonna do here? Dash up, KH fish, jumps forward. Look at that, plus situation when you land on the ground. I wonder what we're looking for though. Nice beer seed down, JK. Love it, but unfortunately couldn't convert off of it. Doing 2k into 6h with the fish to cover in between is such a good thing when it works, but I'm finding that sometimes it doesn't combo when depending on the spacing, for example. Is this what? Is that when the stream crashed? What happened? All of a sudden you saw Peluna die. This is on YouTube, by the way. Okay, I guess this is when the stream crashed. Damn. It's like those memes. Round start and then your character is dead. Round start. Johnny walk back far slash. Round over. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, what the? Okay, here we go. Yep. Shit, that sucks. There's some secret tech that they're trying to withhold from us. How did Jack win? We'll never know. Secret tech, alright. Well, I mean, what can you do, right? We got Arc Revo champion. Peluna is like Rocky Balboa, you know? She came out of like the streets facing champs like Clubber Lang, you know? And I must break you. But still able to go toe-to-toe with them. That was awesome. I'm very proud of Peluna. Very, very happy. Alright, we don't need to see the rest. We're done. It is 10:30 though. Anything we can gather from that? Yeah, GG's Peluna, good hustle though. Hell yeah. GG's very good hustle. Ended up 5th place at a very stacked tournament. Did super well. I'm very proud. I'm very happy to know Peluna. I'm very proud of her. Nothing wrong with losing to the best, you know? Alright, anyway, it is 10:34. Wouldn't feel right unless I played a game or two. So let's play, and I'm gonna try to recreate the Peluna special in a lobby match. And we can talk as we're doing this, by the way. I can play and talk at the same time. So Nobody Source says, yeah, I was shocked to open Combo Breaker and see Dizzy, but not shocked to see who it was. Yeah, like, clearly Peluna is the... Yo, she's doing work with Dizzy. Not afraid to play so many different games in ranked, putting yourself out there, doing the work. So, hopefully us other, you know, Dizzy players are able to catch up, because it does sting a little bit. Like, I'm so happy with Peluna, right? But it does sting a little bit that and this is a testament, again, a testament of how strong Peluna is. I'm not taking anything away from her, but when people think about top player for Dizzy, immediately everyone thinks of Peluna, which is awesome. But nobody can name another Dizzy player, right? And it doesn't have to be me, right? I want to see somebody be able to be like, oh yeah, Daiji, Shadow Gecko, Korean Deer, you know, maybe my name at some point. That would be cool. But I'd like, you know, and Peluna 100% deserves it, by the way. It's just like when you hear commentators talk about, oh, I don't know any Dizzy player other than Peluna. It'd be cool to see other players kind of get some spotlight. And, you know, that's on us. That's on us, for sure. That is on the community to do better. And, okay, that would be a good KS fish, by the way. Yeah, so that'd be cool. Okay, what would Peluna do there? Oopsies. Let's go. Yeah. Anyway, you should have been talking about testing a lot of... Yeah, maybe it's a Freudian slip. I should, I kind of want to play the character. You're right, you're right. It is, I say testament a lot, I also say strive a lot. Let us strive to be better players. She's got bursts, gotta be careful. I think she's gonna scar arrow. Alright, alright. I can't stop. I'll stop doing that now because they know. Alright, yeah, we gotta do our dailies. Okay, let's dash block, see if they walk back because Gio's love to do that. Striving to improve is a testament of your strength as a competitor. You know, though, their blunt angle, it does make me very dizzy to strive so hard. I think that's a testament of my mental weakness. And then, am I a bad guy for doing ice spike like this? Try to bail out that spiral arrow. Shit! Uh-oh. There we go, let's go. Give him the Mikhail sword. The big home run bat. Watching your stream is my jam. Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. Also, I appreciate the pun. Alright, we got burst though, going into this next round. I've been representing dash forward a lot. I'm gonna jump forward and block. There's a burst. I can't believe that worked actually, jeez. Alright, let's go. Let's go! Alright, this is the revenge. Revenge for Peluna against the Geo. I'm joking, by the way. I don't actually have any beef with the player or character. I'm just saying streamer things. Okay, so maybe don't do that. Oh, I thought I teched that. Miko Neko plays. How's it going? What's up? Hope you well. Oopsies. This is the Peluna. Oh shit, I messed it up. I was too close, but we went for it. Okay, now it's dash block. Doing good just hanging out? Hell yeah. I'm gonna dash jump. Oh! Let's just do Peluna special. Oh, where's that? Oh my god, I can't believe it. I think I win. I think this is it. There we go. Hadouken! I guess it's more of a Kamehameha. I should stand up to do that so it looks more like I'm doing it. I'm sorry. Sorry for like doing that, yeah. I couldn't resist doing that Hadouken there. So Nero, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Alright. We'll do one last then. Hope you do well, man. Alright. I believe this is that you are able to beat my Dizzy. There's no doubt. I can see the skill. Next to a Shoryuken? Alright, you got it. There you go. It's just optimal. I'm not just doing this for the memes. Okay, hold up. There we go, hold up. There we go. I have to represent it. I'm sorry, Sonero. First. I think I can kill here. Oh, I cannot. Alright. I'll do one last. Then I gotta go to work. I can tell Sonaro is a good Geo. Just needs a little bit more matchup experience here. It is optimal though. I'm not just doing doing this. Maybe not optimal, but when you got 100% meter like that. Alright. May have been a pickup. Nice throw. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. S-fish or S-spike. Woo. Bend my knee. Alright, here we go, here we go. Oh, far slash. Nice patience, there you go. Nice, 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 nice. Alright, I was gonna go after that one, but because I have work in like 45 minutes. But I feel like it would be disrespectful to my opponent if I just left. So let's do one more. One more for Sonero. Back it up. Just give my buddy a little bit more matchup experience here. Nice, nice. Imagine I have to explain this to your employer. Sorry, I was late because I played video games. That's true. Oh, I'm late because I didn't want to one and done my opponent. I really wanted that burst. Shit, my meter. Alright, GG's. Alright, now I gotta go to work. That was good there, Scenario. So I was fresh off watching a whole bunch of Peluna, so I was trying to do a lot of cool new things. So I apologize if that made it look like I was doing a punch and bag routine or something like that. It wasn't my intention. I was just really pumped to see Peluna play. But GG's. You gotta run one more? Not gonna want to leave on an L? I gotta work in like literally 40 minutes, so I should go. But GG's. It's been a pleasure, my friend. I mean, not want to leave on a L, that has part to do with it. I also didn't want to leave after you just won one and maybe you wanted to play another to kind of figure out the match. But yeah, anyway, GG's, man. Hope you have a good day. Thank you for streaming during mine. Yeah, for sure. I gotta go work though. Let's go ahead and raid somebody. They gotta throw this character in the trash. Which one? Dizzy? Why is there such hostility between these different characters? I love your character. Your character is awesome, by the way. I think your character is, you know, is a really fine character. No need to be negative about certain things, you know? Let's see. Or maybe you're talking about your own character. You shouldn't throw your own character in the trash. No. Your character is nice. Who do we want to raid? That's right, she'll be fine. Let's raid. You guys want Frankie? Yeah, I think Frankie. Well, you know what? I'm thinking Kid Dracula or Frankie right now. But I'm seeing if there's anyone I know personally. Sure. You guys want to see Potemkin? Go Frankie. I did make the mistake of thinking Frankie was Frankentank. So I owe them at least one more raid because of that. All right, anyway, you guys have a good day. Thank you so much for watching. GG's, and we learned a lot today, and we'll continue to learn more. If I'm feeling good tomorrow, I will stream tomorrow as well. I didn't even get to say hi to a lot of different people here, and I responded to them, like Curtis, Blunt Angle. Thank you for hanging out, and hope you and Velvet have a good day. RW Meko Neko plays. How's it going? Hope you're doing well, Sonero. Hope you have a good day. Y'all have a good one. All right, anyway, and I missed a whole bunch of people, but I gotta go to work, so I'll see y'all next time. All right, take care, everybody.